This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, let's go to credit note and check the features for credit note. First of all, we have an option here in settings, then store operations, others. Here we will see refund period limitation. Refund period limitation, after this specific days, you cannot refund the customer for an invoice, because the credit notes will be generated in refund operation or refund processing. Here in menu, we can see the last one, credit notes. Once we open credit notes, here we will be able to see the whole credit notes that generated by the system, such as validation number, in which date it's added, and the expiration date, and amount of credit note. And here is the settings for credit notes. We can set the validity days for credit note. Also, we can write the message under the credit note in the printing. We will make it 3 days, and this is the message. Okay, now let's just configure the receipt printer only. We'll make it print to PDF. Okay, now let's make a new bill. We will not print any receipt for this transaction. Okay, now we will go to recall, and recall here we will refund for this bill. Okay, we'll write any reason here. We'll click finish. Here, as we can see in the second page, we have a credit note. Here's the amount of credit note, and here is the validation number, same as check number. It's different than check number. Okay. Click OK. Now here it will save. Just a minute, I will open the receipt, then I will get back to you. This is for a credit note. As we can see here, the amount of credit note, you can see the validation number, also the message for credit note to be printed. This credit note is valid for 3 days only. So within 3 days, we can use this validation number to pay using a credit note. After 3 days, we will not be able to use this validation number for credit note. Here, once I go and create another order, I will make tender. I will select credit note. I will write the number here. I will click OK. Validation number has a credit of this amount. We'll click OK. Now it's paid using credit note. We will go back to credit notes in back office, then menu. Once we open credit notes, as we can see here, this credit note is used, and we cannot edit or delete this credit note. Now we will create another one just to check how to edit the credit note. Okay, make new order. Okay, we will refund now to create a credit note. I will use a credit note to refund the customer. I will not save also. I will go back to back office. Now menu will move to credit notes. Here I can edit the credit note, I can edit the amount, and also I can edit the expiration date of this credit note. Also I can delete this credit note if I want to, if I don't want the customer to use it anymore. So this is for credit note. If you have any question regarding credit note, you can ask me now. So let's go to the next feature, which is vouchers. We can find voucher here in back office, then menu. Again, for the setting, we can see it here in voucher. We can see the setting for the voucher here. We can give voucher based on uh, paid amount or menu item. Also, we can specify the validity for a voucher. Here we can specify uh, the voucher amount will be given by percentage based on paid amount or a fixed amount. Now I will give a fixed amount, which is 1.5, and minimum order amount to give the voucher will be 15. So any order less than this amount, he will not get any voucher. We can also apply the voucher after tax 1 calculation, after tax 2, 3, after surcharge. The voucher can be printed in QR or in barcode, and also we have the option to print reference number or disable the printing for reference number. Here the message to print, we will write, for example, this voucher is valid for 3 days only. Okay. For the voucher also, we have the option to cancel that voucher after we process the refund for that bill. If the minimum amount order amount is less than the specified amount here. For example, if we have an order with the value of 20, we got a voucher equals to 1.5. If we refund any menu of the order and the order amount has been for example 10, this option will work then, whether to cancel the voucher or keep the voucher without cancellation as you selected here. Now I will save these options. Now we will make a new order. The first order will be 14. Now let's just a minute, I will open the receipt now. As we can see, it's a normal receipt, there's no voucher in that receipt. Okay, let's create another order with amount exceeds 15. Click cash. Okay, let's just open the printout of the order. Now as we can see, as we have the voucher number, here's the QR voucher, we can scan it directly in the system, and here is the amount of the voucher, and this is the message. Okay, this currency symbol, we can find it here in back office, then settings. After that we move to store, we can here see the currency symbol for the printing. We can define for the primary language and secondary language. Okay, now let's create another order. We will pay it using voucher, but the voucher amount is 1.5. Just a minute. Let's continue. We will create another order. We can use the voucher to pay the amount of the order. Let's just write the number, or we will copy, paste, confirm. This is the voucher amount 1.5. Expiration date will be after 3 days. Once we click OK, it will add the payment method. If the voucher amount exceeds the balance, we will not have change for voucher, and the remaining balance we will pay it by cash. So this is for voucher generation by the system. Here we can see in menu, then vouchers list. Here we can see the whole vouchers generated by the system. We can search by date range or show all vouchers. We can search by voucher number. Also, we can edit the expiration date of the voucher generated by the system. For the reporting, we have two reports regarding vouchers. Here we can see the generated voucher by the system. This receipt generated a voucher. This is the number of the voucher, and this is the amount, and this is total amount of the order. We can see also here the orders being paid using voucher amount vouchers. Here we can see that order used voucher with amount 1.5, and the remaining balance paid by any other payment method. So this is for voucher. If you have any question regarding voucher, you can ask now.
I have a question related this voucher.
Yes,
Can we use food food for voucher? Example, he spent 300 real, then we will give him copy.
yes, you can do it through here and menu, and then voucher. Here you can define the minimum order amount, which is 300. Then the voucher amount will be given whether
No, what I'm saying
food
is
or
a food, not amount. Can be
code.
food. I mean is copy. I will give
Yeah,
him
yeah,
copy.
yeah. Okay. I think this is in Cobon, I think.
Only it's on coupon.
Mm.
But can be added this one.
We will move to Cobon later, and we will check there.
Okay, no problem.
If it's not in Cobon, we'll add it in the suggestions.
Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome, Albus. So now we will move to Cobons. Here in menu, we can see in back office, then menu, we can see here Cobons. We can create a new Cobons For sorting and better filtration, we can use coupon groups. For example, we would write here aid offers, coupons or anything. We can use this group to create a coupons. We can create coupon to give a discount on specific items, discount on total bill, or fixed amount, or free items. For example, now we'll select discount on total bill. We will select the generation of coupon numbers to be automatically from the system. The starting date of the coupons, when the in which date or in which time this coupons uh, will be usable in the system, and which date that coupons will end. So after that period, we cannot use the coupons in the system. Now the percentage of the discount, for example, we will select 20%. Now we'll click next. How many coupon you want to generate? For example, we will write here 3 coupons and we will generate 4 digits for each coupon. Here is the coupons I have generated. If the numbers is okay, I will click save, then I will click finish. Now I created 3 coupons. I can export it to Excel to be printed in any library or stationery. Now let's just open the Excel file and see it. Here is the Excel file for coupons. As we can see here, the coupon number, coupon group, the type is 1. 1 is for discount for total bill, and here is a note for the start and end date that says date format should match BC date format. Means the format here should be same as you can see here for the Windows. You write here the percentage. If it is percentage coupon, we'll write 0 for the amount and the opposite. Here we have the groups, aid offers. The group name should match here also. If we have a discount on specific items or free items, we have to add the coupon number here and the item names here also. We can use also the same template to import coupons after printout. If the coupons is valid, now we can just select them all. If we printed that coupons and we started giving the customers that coupons, we will select them all and we'll click process so they can use it in the system. Now, for example, I will use this coupon 4429 to get 20% discount on an order. Here in the bottom of function buttons, I will select coupon and will write coupon number. I will click OK. Now that coupon has been applied successfully. I have discount equal to of 20% for the bill, total bill. Once I pay the amount, 1 minute, I will open the printout. This is the printout. As you can see, also generated another voucher, and here is the coupon number used in this receipt, and here is the discount of that coupon. Let's go back to coupon menu and coupons. We can also edit any cobon of the group, you can click on edit and change cobon type or the setting of that cobon. For filtration, we can also select the group to filter the cobons. We can show the deleted cobons. We can show specific type of cobons. Let's just disable the voucher. Okay, let's go back to cobons. Now we will create another cobons. We will create a new group. We call, for example, back to school. Okay, now I will give free items. I will select the generation of cobon numbers to be manually. The start date I will make it from yesterday, and date I will make it till 20 of this month. I will select also cobon group, back to school. I will click next. Now I will select the free items that I want to give by this cobons. I will select tropical salad, tomato, Shanghai salad. Okay, let's click next. I want to generate 3 cobons, a number of digits 3 for each cobon. The first cobon I will enter the number 1 2 3 3 2 1 and 159. Okay, now I will save. Also I can edit the cobons number by double clicking on the cobon number. Okay, let's save that cobons. I will filter by free items only, or directly I can here select the group to filter the cobons. I will now process this cobons. Now I can use it in the system. Let's use, for example, this first cobon 1 2 3. We have only tropical salad. We'll get it as a free. The cobon number you entered does not exist because I entered the wrong number. If the cobon is applied, I can see that the cobon is exist in that order. If I want to change it, I click yes. Otherwise, if I don't to remove the cobon from this bill, I click clear. Now let's check another type of cobons. Discount on specific items. I will give 20% also. Starting date from yesterday till 20. I will select the whole group for appetizers and salads. I will click next. I want to generate 2 coupons only, 3 digits. We have 483 and 683. Save and finish. Now let's process these coupons. We should get 20% discount on each item. As we can see here, for each item we got a 20% discount, and type of discount is coupon discount. Okay, let's go back to coupons and check the last one, which is fixed amount. I will select the amount 1.5. I will not create any group for this coupon. I will generate only one coupon with 5 digits. 11527. Let's save and process. let's move to the reporting for coupons. We can search here for the reports directly. As we can see here in coupons report, you see that coupon is used to in this order. Okay, this is for coupons. I think Elvis, your point also is not in coupon, but I will write it down as a suggestion for any new features coming.
Okay, thank you very much. Because this one is most restaurant is asking for these features because they are giving a complimentary, but they want to be added on the invoice. Also, because some cashier also don't know about it, then it should automatic program on the system.
Yeah, so you mean that once the customer spend, for example, 300 real, he will get specific items as complimentary.
Yes, he can get, but yani usually they provide coffee or tea.
Yeah. Okay,
But
no problem.
it should be added for us coupon.
No problem.
Okay,
We will write down this suggestion and we will check how to get this feature works.
no problem. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Anybody has any other question for coupons? Okay, let's move to the next feature, which is multi-menu. Multi-menu basically is to control this menu appear to the waiter or the cashier. So in this timings, he only sell those items and he cannot sell any other items. So or we can schedule it to the end of this session because changing to multi-menu will cause to delete the whole menu in the system, so we will create it again. So we will discuss it in last of this session. Okay, we will move to another feature, new options and promotions. For the promotions in the system, we can find it here in menu, then promotions. Here we once we generate a new promotion, as we can see in the previous versions, we have only start time and time. We have number of bought items and number of free items, but with this version we have more options to, for example, we will apply this promotion only on a specific order type, and the promotion will be given to the selected items or the same items. Let's now check the promotion. I will give the promotion on for example only on beverage. I will select the whole group for privilege. I will give this only for dine in. This promotion, it will start from today till 20 of this month. Buy two and get one free. We will make it on same items. Okay, let's save. First of all, in quick serve orders, it will not work here because we selected that promotion only in dine-in. So let's move to dine-in orders. We will create a new order. We'll go to privilege. As we can see here, I purchased several items, but I didn't get the promotion because the type is on selected items. So on same items means that we have to select or to purchase three of this item to get one for free. This is for the same items. Let's check the another type which is on selected items. Okay, I will just change that to promotion to be on selected items. I will not create a new one. So let's go back to dine in. I will select now any items. Here it's different items, but it's already eligible for promotion. That's why I will get one item for free. Also, also the promotion will give to the item with the minimum price. For example, if I have here 3 and here 4.9, 4.5, it will give only to the item with the 3, amount over 3. Okay, for the reporting also we have this report, promotion report. We can see here which items has been paid and which items is given as a free by the system to the customer. Also for the promotion, if we don't need it, we can go back and delete that promotion. Now this option promotion is deleted. Once I go back to dine in, I cannot I said the system will not apply that promotion to the order. This is for the promotion and the new options for promotion. If you have any question regarding this one, you can ask now. Okay, let's move to the next feature, which is vendor payment. Once we make any purchase from any vendor, here we have the 3 purchases done for that vendor raw supplier with different invoices. Now we can go here on vendor tab. We'll click on vendor payment. We have first to select the vendor. After we select the vendor, we will see here the invoices still not paid to that vendor. Once I select the invoices, here I can write the pay amount. I can pay the whole invoice or I can pay part of that invoice. For example, for this invoice, I will pay the whole amount, and for this invoice I will pay only 50. For the last invoice I will pay 30 only. Payment method, for example, I will select check received by who received that check. Here I will write the bank name and bank account. Also I can skip this details. Check date, check number, and here I will write the recipient name, which is usually the company name or the supplier name. Here if I want to write any remarks, one room only, we will check the multiple payment at the same time. For the reportings here we can find here in reports and other reports. We have here vendor payment report. Here we we can see that invoice amount equal paid and payment amount and payment information. Okay, this is for vendor payment. If you have any question regarding this feature, you can ask now.
I have another question. This vendor payment will be available in the cloud?
Right now, it's not available in the cloud, but yes, it will be available there because there you have also it's better has better inventory management in the cloud.
Because most of our client in the restaurant, they don't want to use they don't want to go to restaurant. Mostly they are in another place. That's why this will be useful for us if it is in the cloud.
Yeah, we will include this feature in the cloud. We will also because also we have transfer between the branches and transfer between the stores. And lately we added multiple stores in the cloud. So yes, this feature will be available in cloud.
Can I okay? Can I give one suggestion for the cloud?
Yes, no problem. Tell me.
This cloud can be work example, because now what happening if the point of sale is offline, the cloud also offline. Can be run the cloud will be online even the point of sale is offline. Then after the point of sale become online, it will synchronize everything, change it. Is this possible?
Actually, it's in our plan to develop the cloud to be work also offline, then sync the data once the client is online, get online back.
Because now this is the common issue for the cloud. Mostly it's always close if the cloud. Sometimes the branch is internet very slow, then that one will be offline most of the time.
Yeah, because
But
as you can see in the cloud, there is some features you can do it offline, then sync the data later, such as a transfer between branches or transfer the stock from a store to the branch. If the branch is not online, it will be added in the pending. Once the branch is being online, you can sync the data again and send the stock again to the restaurant. So part
okay,
of the cloud is working now by synchronization feature, but in future I hope we will get the cloud fully working offline.
okay, thank you very much.
Welcome. Okay, let's move to the next feature, which is edit pay in out transactions or expense transactions. For example, if we make any pay in the system, for example, I want to write 5, I wrote 50 by mistake, click OK. This will cause a short or over in the system, the cashier out. So once I call the supervisor or the manager, he can edit that transaction by going to back office, then management, edit pay and out transactions. Here, once I click on the transaction and click edit, I will write the correct amount for that transaction and I will click OK. Uh, Now I can see here in reports, I have in other reports, I have pay and out logs, which I can see the modifications done by any employee to that transactions. As I can see now for this pay and transaction, the amount is 5, the previous amount was 50, and this modification is done by the owner. It also works the same for payout transactions. Now, if you have any question regarding this feature, you can ask. Okay, let's move to the second option, which is adding terminal credit card and order screen instead of credit card. Uh, we can find it here in back office, then settings, screen design, then function, button screen. Here in order screen, in the previous versions we have only credit card here, which is linked directly to the bank. This option is used internationally in some countries like USA, Korea, but here in GCC we mostly use terminal card, so we can now replace it by terminal card directly. Now once I go to any order, here I can see terminal card. It will open this uh, page directly. No need to go to tender, then select terminal card. I think this option is clear, and let's move to the second one. Describe Bob's Cloud QR code. For Bob's Cloud QR code, for example, if we have customers, they are visiting our restaurant, we want to take their information later. We don't want to make the cashier or the waiter register their information in the system. We can bring them a QR code. They can scan it by their mobiles and visit cloud to fill their information. They will receive also the receipt, a copy of the receipt by email within 3 or 6 hours. To activate that option, we must have a cloud, and we go here to back office. We will go to components. We can see here Ops Cloud options. This option is already activated, but we cannot see it in beta version because uh, cloud doesn't support beta version, but you can check it later once we release the full version. But we will make the full documentation of how to use this option and the result. The new pop-up message when received call via call center from number with exist order. For the restaurants that they are using caller ID, we developed a new options for them. If the customer called again and he has already a delivery order is still opened in the system and didn't departure, it will ask the waiter or the cashier, do you want to modify that order or create a new order for that customer? So let's connect caller ID and check that option now. To connect caller ID, we have to link the caller ID to the phone and connect it to BC. Also, this option will be available in BBX. So we will go here in BOS, we will select caller ID. Now I have this model linked to the machine. I will restart Pop's restaurant. Just I will take the phone for 1 minute. Okay, caller ID now is connected to the system. Let's just call the number and check. Just a minute, I will check the connection of caller ID. Sorry, I was dialing to a wrong number. However, I received the call now. Once I pick the call, as you can see, it's not registered, so it's showing unknown. Now let's make a new order for the customer and save his information. Okay, we'll write the name, for example, Ahmed. I will save that customer. I will make a new delivery order. Now, once I call back, it will show me the name of that customer. Just 1 minute. Okay, I received another call from the same customer. Here is the name of that customer in the system. Okay, now let's activate that option. Here we can find it in settings, then store operation. I'll go here to others. Just ask the user when PBX or caller ID calls received whether he wants to modify the order or create a new one. Okay, activated. Now I have a delivery order for this customer. Let's call again and check. Now once I pick the call, it will ask me this customer has open order which is not departed yet. Do you want to edit the order? I will say edit the order. I will select the order and I will click edit. Here I can edit the order directly for that customer without the need to search for that order in order list. Do you have any question regarding this feature? I will just restart the program to disable caller ID, then I will get back to you. Okay, now caller ID is disabled, so let's move to the next feature, which is new additions for service providers. For service providers, we have only one option new. We can find it here in back office settings and service provider. For payment method, for example, we will create a new one. We'll call it طلبات. Delivery charge collector will be service provider. For طلبات, we have here general percentage, credit card percentage, debit card percentage, and the new option which is payment percentage. This option will be used when the service provider's driver takes the order from the restaurant and deliver it to the customer, but the customer will pay that amount to the driver or of service provider and will take that money directly to the service provider, so he will not bring that money back to the restaurant. So let's create a new order for service provider. You can see here in طلبات I will select that payment status for that order, which means that order has been paid to طلبات, or this order I will collect the cash, so I will select unpaid. But if the order amount will be collected by طلبات, I will select paid. Now I will select cash payment. I will tender that order. I will click only complete because this order will be collected by طلبات. Now this amount, طلبات has the amount of this order. I can see here they have that order. I can, if they have any percentage on cash payments, I can define it also. Okay, also for a service provider, we have another options, which is defining another prices for service providers. For example, let's go to menu, then menu registration. Here, for example, let me just select house salad. I will define different price for service provider طلبات. I will select that provider. I will sell it, for example, for 8 BD طلبات. If that order comes from طلبات, house salad will cost 8 BD instead of 7 BD. Now let's check that feature. I will select طلبات. I will select unpaid order. As I can see here, house salad is 8 BD. Once I deselect the service provider, it will return back to 7 BD. If I selected back any service provider, it will retrieve the prices for service provider. We can define the different prices for service provider for the items, combo menus, and then modifiers also. So anything we sell in that order screen, we can define different prices for service provider. If you have any question regarding service provider, you can ask now. Okay, let's move to the next feature, which is showing the report of sales details for cashier out. Any specific cashier out, for example, this one will make now just cashier out. Or click next. I have 4 unsettled orders. I have to settle it before I do cashier out. Just settle it. Okay, now I can do cashier out. Yes, I want to make cashier out. Cancel. Okay, but I will not bring the cashier out. Here in back office, I can see here in reports, other reports, then I will move to cashier out report. For this cashier out, if I want to check the figures, whether it's okay or not, and over and short for this employee, I can open detail sales. It will filter only by that. Uh, it will filter only the orders settled in this period of cashier out, between cashier in and cashier out in this timings. It will not show any other orders. So this is for detailed sales report and cashier out. And the next one is printing the whole transactions for house account. If we have a house account, we have to make cashier in first. For house account tender, if we have any customer with house account and he want to bring the balance, but he want the details also of his orders, we can just, for example, let's give this customer house account membership. I will make the limit for him only 100 BD. So now when this customer has house account and with limit 100 BD, let's pay this order using house account for this customer. And let's create another one. Or also I will select house account payment method. Sorry. Now let's say tender his house account balance. I will select that customer. Here is the balance for that customer. Once I click on print, I can see this option. If I want to print all customer transaction, 1 minute, I will open the printout. Here I can see here is the ticket number and the amount of each order or unsettled order for this customer. And here is the total balance. Also, I can find it here in back office, then customer house account history. For this customer, I can see here by clicking on calendar button. I can print it from here directly. Let's print it. Just a minute, I will open the printout. For this printout, I have only the summary. So if I want to print the whole transactions, I can print it from here. It will ask me if I want to print all transactions or not. If you have any question regarding this one, you can ask now. Otherwise, we will move to multi-menu. Okay, let's move now to multi-menu. As, as we said, using multi-menu is to force the waiter or the cashier to sell only specific items in specific timings. To activate that option, we will go to back office, then settings. Here we can see in store operations, then others. We can see switch menu based on business hours. Once we activate this option, the whole menu will be removed from order screen and we have to set up the menu again. So let's activate it. See, disabling or enabling the option to show multi-menu will cause to delete all menu setting and you have to create again. Do you want to continue? If you click yes, now you can save. As we can see here in order screen, the menu is not available. Also here I can select default means for shared items. We will change it to shared items. Breakfast will show only in breakfast timings and lunch will show only for lunch timings. Also the same for dinner. Now let's create the shared items. This group I will call it, for example, appetizers. Will add this group. Now I will select the items from appetizer group and I will create another group called beverage. I will add it from beverage. Okay, now for breakfast, I can see here also the shared items. I will create another group. I will call it, for example, breakfast, or let's make it breakfast. I will select from burger and sandwich. I will select a few items only. Now I will move to lunch menu, or for example rice. Select from here. Now I will create for dinner menu. Call this group as grills. Select anything from here. Okay, I finished creating the setting for order screen. Now to control the menu or the timings, I can see here in business hours, breakfast time starts from 6 a.m. till 12 p.m. and lunch time will start from 1 p.m. till 18. Dinner time will start from 19 till the end of the day. I will save. Now, once I go back to order screen, I will be able to see only breakfast menu. I cannot see the other menu for lunch or dinner. Also, I will be able to see the shared items in all menu or in all timings. So now let's now change the timings. We'll make it, for example, from 8, from 6 till 7, and here from 10 till 18. I will save. Now I will have my lunch menu. As I can see here, I have ice only, appetizers, and beverage. I cannot see the other menus. And the same for uh, dinner. Now let's check the other feature for the menu designing. You can see here in screen design the menu font and color. I can change the button sizes for the menu if I want to display bigger image in the system. I can select, for example, 3 by 3, but this changing the size also will delete the items in order screen and I have to create it again. So I will click yes. Program will take backup in case you want to restore your data again. Now I have to specify backup folder. Select this folder. This backup is saved in that location. Uh, Also, I can restore them, my menu size, and my menu also will be restored only if I didn't change the size again. I will turn it back to 3b3. I will make this size. I will add a new group here. Here I can add a new items. It will be reflected in order screen. For example, here I will create it only in default screen. I will not create it for uh, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Let's just take a look here in order screen. As I can see now, the menu is bigger, and I can see bigger image also. Do you have any question regarding these features, or? Okay, we finished our session for today, but let's just take a general look on the system to find any new feature on the system we forgot to explore or we forgot to explain. Also, now we have also data initialization laws. If any employee initialize the data for the system from this page, we can see the details in that report. Also now administrator account is not admin. Now here we have it's a new security level called administrator. Once you assign any employee to this level, he will have the ability to access components, backup, restore, data initialization, update, which is the features hidden for normal users. He will be administrator and he can access these features.
But we can use still this admin password
No, admin password now will be disabled. It will
because
be
most of client is they will change this admin password, then they will forget. Then we cannot do anything after they forget.
I think only the accessibility for administrator account will be used by both bank support team.
How about from like for us like reseller?
That option I received from our R&D team or department. They said this option will be disabled, requested by the management. Now only the employees can in the system can be assigned as administrator, and administrator account without link for an employee will be used by both bank support team. So in this case, you can create a user for you on the system as an employee and give it an administrator.
The problem is if we create user from the system exactly, customer they will delete. Sometimes they will delete by mistake. Then we cannot do anything.
Yeah, so I will raise a suggestion for the management to provide
Because
a
I tell
reseller.
you one thing, I just share you because like us, we have many customer in different place, no internet, no anything. We cannot contact the support for the password. This is the problem.
Yeah, no problem. I will raise a new suggestion to make a reseller account in the system for the resellers.
Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome. Help request, I think it's from earlier versions. Here you can raise any issue, question, complaint, suggestion to us directly. we will send you the beta version to try it yourself. So you can use your reseller account in our website to log into beta version. I think we have only this feature, so if you don't have any question, so in this case, I think you don't have any other questions. So thank you for attending our session for today, and I hope we meet in another sessions. Today we will provide you, inshallah, the link, and thank you for attending and goodbye. Have a nice day.